problem.
Anyway,
We always have this
yeah,
problem with Giphy, you know, or with the bot, the music bot. People are like, I can't hear.
so smart.
We'll see if it works because I
Okay,
really like music.
yeah.
We're live.
There are some bots out there that like let you control the volume, but those are like either paid or they went out of commission.
Yeah, I saw Hydra would let you buy it and then control the volume. I was thinking about doing it. Is that the one you were thinking of?
Yeah, that is amongst those. Yeah, the Hydra school, maybe we can do that. It's just kind of
Well,
unsure because YouTube might come after them anytime.
we'll definitely have to chat music bots by sometime because like I've been playing with a few. I think I like Hydra a lot, but you know way more than I do about these things. Well, Steph, are we ready to start this party? Maybe we should wait just for a few more people. But is the screen record ready?
Yeah, everything's ready. Screen recording and timer. When you say, I click.
Okay. Well, then I say we just get started because we got a big party to have. So I want to praise Michael Zargum for inspiring the Common Stack to build this design system in the first place. I want to praise Jeff for all of his presence to optimize our system and help communicate it to the world. I want to praise Luke and Sem and Will J. Griff and Fabry and all the team at Aragon for all of the groundbreaking work that they did to make what we launched possible. I definitely want to praise Billy Rennekamp for actually making the fundraiser app that we forked into the augmented bonding curve. I want to praise Simon de Rouvier for inventing bonding curves, of course. I want to praise Coach B, the president of the Common Stack Association, and who supports the Trusted Seed and makes all of our legal solutions possible. I want to praise Sam and Paulo so much for all of the hard work that they put in, and I guess I'll leave the rest in the channel. I'll pass it to Chewy.
Okay, I'll see if I can make it. Asset Laser, Manu, Nate Durgas for supporting Com so much during these important days. Cam for leading the much-needed Stewards Council. Sargan, Jeff, Jessica, Marco, Santi, Craig, everyone that have left some kind of inspiration for what we have achieved. Septi for coming forward to improve our DAO to DAO transparency. Gustavo for your engagement. Community, Christopher and Casar for the website streaks they worked on this week. Luigi Lemon, Fabi, Bradley, Marco, for all the fantastic work in Common Swarm. Ivy and Freshell for all their work behind the scenes and always being available to provide support. Leavy, Mitch, Christopher, MS, Viva, Art System, Progress, you're truly working in something unique. Juanca and Morgan for being so open with gravity and availability. My girl, Nicole, because 3 years of being together, and Life for being the best teacher always. I'll pass it to Gideon.
That's awesome. Okay, I praise Tam and Nate for their enthusiasm and great counsel in coming up with a strategy for stepping up our publishing on TEC's Medium account. Praise Zeptimus for a great video he did several months ago, walking people through like moving funds through XDAI, and for his willingness to rally quickly to update it, and also just for his just general all-around can-do attitude and always being willing to like roll up his sleeves. Praise Durgados and Nate for diving into the technical morass, so like tamping down our permissions and other security-related stuff related to our third-party tools and services. That's not fun, but it's really important. And then finally, praise Durgados for always helping us to remember to keep things relatable to less technical people. Okay, I'm going to pass it to Benz.
Thanks. 1 second. I want to praise Edu for leadership on the Communitas call earlier this week. Nate for sharing about his thoughts on participation tracks. Daniel O for thoughts on alternative processes for onboarding more advanced contributors. Livy for monitoring SoftGov and kind of leading us forward in that direction. Nate, Mitch, Tam for contributing SoftGov there. Wonka for his leadership in Gravity and for taking the time to have a one-on-one call with me earlier this week. And I will pass to Craig.
Oh, Craig, are you there? Let's throw it to Maria.
Now I lost the mute button. Yeah, praise all the stewards for their amazing leadership. Everyone who participated in the working groups actively and even as an observer, because all your opinions and things that you contributed got us to this party. So praise everyone for that. Praise all the trusted members and everyone who spread the word about the hatch to lead us also to this day. And praise everyone for their amazing work. I'll pass it to Mount Manu.
Hi, thanks. All right, well, being that Angela is here, I want to praise Angela for all the work in TEC Academy. I want to praise Gideon for the working for the article. I want to praise Sam for all the organization. I want to praise Griff for being an inspiration. I've learned more from him than from any other coworker. Well, Griff and Tam together are like. I want to praise Chuy for all the work that we do in comms. I want to praise John Jonas and Alan TV for the work they did for the feedback for a Common Stack video. I want to praise YGG because for the work in Long Tech Financial and for Market XYZ Consulting. I want to praise Livia for her work on TikTok, and I want to praise Durgadat for hours and hours and hours of helping with HubSpot. And I will pass it to Gustavo.
Hello. Is it Gustavo or Gustavo? Because I know there's another.
It's you.
Okay, great. So I want to praise Griff for approving my scholarship as a trusted seed. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I want to give praise to Manu for also helping me with questions I have, Pablo, Chuy, and all of the translations team for being there and the coordination and answering all of the comments and everything that has gone around the translations that I've been working on. Thank you. And I'll pass it on to, I'm not sure if Livia has already participated.
I can go. I felt very hard to write praise today, but I'll try to go with the flow. I want to praise Griff for inviting me to initiate the cultural build with him, for the trust, support, and guidance, for being the best momentum keeper, holding the TC flag so well, for being humble, inclusive, and for being a sensitive man. And I want to praise Tam for being this giant human being she is. It's inspiring to be in your presence. You are so strong with kindness and eloquent and wise, and it's been an absolute pleasure to work with you and see the great contributions you brought to the TC. And I want to praise Angela for how much I have learned with her, for genuine efforts she puts into advancing token engineering. And it's amazing she passed the first proposal of the TC. Okay, I'll pass to Maria. Have you gone yet? So I'll pass to Angela.
Okay. Great for being here. I am just writing notes because I would have a list of 40 people. I try to keep it or talk fast. So first I want to praise Shabnam because we ran the first token engineering course, and probably TE Academy would be here without Shabnam and without her just being so enthusiastic and also can infect people with her enthusiasm for the new opportunities in token economies. Thank you, Shabnam. I'd like to praise Griff because it's incredible. You never stop. It just always go ahead, and it's just a blessing to meet you and learn a lot from you, and hope we can bring great things to reality together. Tamara, for just staying in touch, making time, always having an open conversation, and seeing all the opportunities and never the obstacles that can keep us from anything. Livy, for all things you've taught me about how important culture is. And Octopus for the rule of 4 and wandering through the beautiful lands of mathematics since then. And Sean for just amazing hacking session, and just well, let's go, let's do it. Septimus for the parameter debates. Patty for being such a valuable member in the TE Academy running sessions just as a junior, 3 months into token engineering, believe it or not. That's amazing. Peter.
Oh, Angela, we are out of time.
Yeah.
No, there's too many people.
So many more that I can't mention now. Probably all of you. Praise you.
Thank you, Angela. Do you want to pass it?
Yes, I'd like to pass to. Now I was late. Maybe Yinaisi. Have you already been on the mic? Okay. Mati.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Well, I think I'm gonna praise that this is a great community, which is always trying to figure out how to get down the things that are necessary to actually being here today. I want to praise Griff because it's a great guidance for everyone here and a great support too. I want to praise everyone who were involved in the praise of and Param parties. That was a great job there. And well, everyone here deserves a space in that kind of love praise. So thank you. And I pass it to, I don't know, Sitcot.
Yeah, so I'm new to the whole party. Thank you to Angela for inviting me and for helping me become a student of the original praise system and the hatch, and helping me analyze data for the hatch. So thank you to all the people at Governauts, like Angela, Patty, Livia, YGG, and all the people who helped me understand how the system was born and where it's going. And obviously people who sponsored the scholarship for the Trusted Seed, and Griff for coming in the kernel space, which brought me down this entire rabbit hole. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful for all the new things that I'm learning here. I will pass it over to Patty. If Patty has gone. Yeah, Patty.
Hey. Thanks. Hi everyone. I've never been to a TC party before, so thanks for the invite, Angela, also. Great to see you guys. And I came unprepared with the list of praising, so I'll just start praising everyone for building this community so welcomely and making the onboardings always so warm. It's been it's been very lovely to see and to be part of it, so I'm very happy for all the work you've done. I though that Tam is amazing, has helped me, so I praise you, Tam. Angela has been such a great mentor for me since I came, and I praise also Sean for the work he has and for the teachings in the rewards class. I praise Liv for how she presents in the work, and it's beautiful to see and admire you, Liv. I praise Seed Code also for being a very active student, and I'm sure great things will come from it. And I praise, I don't know who else is in the call, but I praise you all very much. So, and that's it for me, but thanks so much. And now I'll pass it over to Sean. I think Sean hasn't spoken yet.
Thanks, Patty. Welcome to the party. I want to praise Angela and Sebnam for kicking off the TE Academy and everything that has spawned from there. And I want to praise Jeff Emmett and Jessica Zartler for attracting me over to the TEC in the very first place. You know, I don't think I would have found it if it wasn't for them. I want to praise Patty and Mert for being such good facilitators in their respective domains and for jumping in full force into token engineering. And I want to praise Sid Code for being such a philosophical and entertaining voice throughout the space. Always nice to hear what he has to say. And I want to praise V for being so enthusiastic about the upcoming labs session. And praise Liam for always looking so good in a suit. So I'll pass it over to Liam.
Oh, thank you, Sean. I mean, mainly what comes to mind is just I want to praise the regular participants in this community always showing up and moving the community forward, adding all the energy and everything here. That is just awesome to see TEC growing over the last year and just a ludicrous amount of momentum that's cropped up lately. So praise you all for that. And I think at that, I'd like to pass it to Manu.
Would you pass it? There you go. Okay, perfect.
It's Manu.
Yeah, take it. Sorry, I spoke over you, but I still didn't actually hear who you passed it to.
Oh, I had passed to Mount Manu.
Oh, okay, I see. Mount Manu already went. So no worries. I'll throw it over to Wonka.
Thanks, Griff. Yeah, I would like to praise Angela and Sebnem also for leading the TE Academy. I would like to praise you, Griff, and Tamara for all the support in coordination and all the leadership. I would like to praise Durgadas because I feel that he's someone very mindful and sensitive that brings a lot of value to this community. And I would like to praise Chuy for leading comms in this practic week, and also Mateo for being a really close friend and working together in a lot of projects. And Benz also for sharing interest in gravity. I will pass it to Nate. You go.
Before you go, Nate, there are people trying to get in and they cannot because of the camera. So if we can all turn off the cameras. There you go. All right. Just get in. There you go. Cool. Thanks. There you go.
Okay, I'll keep the ball rolling. So I want to praise Benz mainly for picking up a bunch of things in a bunch of different working groups. I think you're doing a great job. I really appreciate you. I want to praise Gideon for the writing contributions that he's made and to the editorial board that we've been slowly building. I want to praise Letty for the article she wrote for Omega Working Group. And I want to praise Mount Manu for the HubSpot and for verifying me on Bright ID. And I will pass it over to Vi.
Yeah, so I like to praise Sem for opening the first proposal on our gardens, and Sem Paolo Marco Fabio Griff, whoever was involved in getting that hatching printed. I'd also like to praise Angela for opening the TEC Academy proposal. I'd like to praise Nobstow for doing the initial org membership verification for people. That was an important step. I'd like to praise everyone that came to for this launch party. I'd like to praise Griff for being such an awesome guy and for starting all this. And keep driving it. I'd like to praise Chewy, Acid Laser, Marco for all they do in comms. I'd like to praise Mount Manu and Durgadas for the work they're doing with HubSpot. I'd like to praise Christopher, Nebs, Greyal for all the work on praise. I'd like to praise Ed, Zed, and Mateo for all the work in Sanskrit, and I'll type the rest. I'll pass it to.
You broke up a little bit, so I couldn't hear who you passed it to, but I'll pass it for you to Mateo.
Hey everyone, I'll keep it short. Congratulations on the launch. I want to praise every steward, especially the steward of Stewards, Tamara, for leading all of this. I want to praise Griff for making this happen as well. He's an amazing leader. And I want to praise everyone in the reward system. The work that we are doing there is incredible. I love it. And I want to give a special praise to Juanca for the work that he's doing on Gravity. From the beginning, I've been amazed by all the work that you have made, man. So I'll pass it to, I don't know who is missing. YGG?
Oh no, YGG went. I can sling it for you though. It's getting harder. How about Alan TV? Do you want to take it?
Yeah, why not? Thank you, Griff. I want to praise Chuy, Manu, John Jonas, Acid Laser, and Mario Rosso for attending the animation and video production meeting. And I want to praise Mario Rosso for showing his first demo of the music production for the reward system tutorial. And I also want to praise everyone in the community. And I don't know who's missing.
No worries. How about Chewy?
Thank you.
I think I was the first, but I can keep praising people. Yeah.
It's okay. Let me see. Is C Camps here? No. Craig, are you around? Can you go?
Yeah, hi, I'm barely around. I'll be short and sweet. Praise to Angela and Shebnem for the TE Academy work and the first proposal. And gosh, so many people. Everyone that's in the reward system, Christopher, Mateo, Livy, Divine Comedian. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Craig. How about David HQ? Do you have any praise to dish out?
Maybe, but I'm also without the voice. I'm not sure what it is, which virus. To everyone, I haven't contributed code or more practical stuff, but I think some small bits here and there. I think it's useful, and thank you for everybody else who contributes much more and to this community. Looking forward to following stuff, maybe contributing more. Thanks.
Thanks, David HQ.
I don't know who's next in summary.
I can pass it for you. How about Decentralized? Marco, you want to take it?
Thanks. I really just, thank the devs. I think it was a super smooth launch. I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm sure they had to think about that could have gone wrong and didn't. So I think that really should be appreciated. First and foremost, I also want to thank all who participated in the params debates. I think that's a real strong signal to the larger community about how you can really make participatory processes optimizing the end results. I think Angela had also touched upon that this is a really special process, and I think those who facilitated that, who fought for it, who made it happen, all deserve excellent praise. I think the results speak for themselves. So that's what I want to say. Thank you. Over.
Nice. I'll sling it over to Matty G. Have any praise to dish?
Hey guys, I'm still new to the community, but I wanted to praise the gentleman who ran the orientation call last week, whose name I forgot. I'm very sorry, for a very inviting intro, and Nate Sweets for reaching out in the DMs, telling me to get plugged in, and Griff for his interview on the Economics Design podcast, which helped me wrap my head around the project.
Nice. Only 3 left, I think. Mert?
Thank you. I wanted to praise Nick for preparing very beautiful user journey for the TC Consilience library. I wanted to praise Shebnem for relentless leadership and always being thought-provoking in Omega calls. I also wanted to praise Wanka for the beautiful job that they are doing in Gravity Working Group. I also wanted to praise Montmanu for being always a good partner within TC and showing me around all the time. And also I wanted to praise Tam for being always so warm and being a super leader. So that's it.
Thank you, Mert. Let's throw it over to Nick.
Thank you. I'd like to praise Marco for inviting me to the TEC. I wouldn't have found this treasure of a community otherwise. And I want to thank Edu and Tam for welcoming the newcomers and just greeting them with warmth. Oh, and Mount Manu as well. And praise Mert for, I guess, starting off the Omega, or just moving the Omega initiative forward. Praise Angela and Sebnum for the Token Engineering Academy stuff, and YGG as well for creating a bootcamp that we can direct token engineers or people wanting to learn token engineering towards. And yeah, pass to the next person. Griff, please. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. How about Quantum? Are you there, Quantum?
Yeah. Okay, I want to praise all of the Givet and TCA community. So being there and doing the great work.
Nice. Thanks, Quantum. Okay, we got another one who just slid in. Manuel Maku. Do you have anyone that you want to recognize with praise?
I think you said my name, but I couldn't really hear you. I like the music. I kind of want that bot for our server, but sorry, I couldn't really hear what you were saying.
Oh yeah, if you want to dish praise to anyone, also if you watch the live stream, you can see how to turn it down. But you can dish praise to someone if anyone who brought you here, or you want to recognize someone's contributions.
Oh, word. Okay, yeah, just turn it down. Appreciate the tip. Well, let's see. I only know 2 people so far, or I've only interacted with 2 people: Mount Manu and Chewy, if I'm pronouncing your name right, Chewy Garcia. So I guess I'll give praise to you all. Oh, and then Anna Tech, and I think her name is it's DB. So I'll give praise to them.
Nice, thanks, Manuel. Welcome to the community, dude. Let's throw it over to Nuggin. Nuggin, do you have any praise to dish?
Thanks, Griff. Yeah, I want to praise Sam and Paul and Griff for the launch of the bonding curve and how everything went great. And tying with that, I want to praise Angela for opening the first proposal for funding. I also want to praise the whole rewards team, Christopher, Livia, Mitch, Matteo, and a very special shout out to Viva IV for the amazing praise spot he put together. And I also want to praise Mert for showing up and doing all great work he does. And I'll pass back to you.
Yeah, I think the last to finish it off is Tam.
Yes, awesome. So I want to praise the past stewards who were instrumental along the way: Craig and Jess, Suga and Marco, Santi and Sem. I want to praise our current stewards, Olivia, Ivy, Lauren, Shebnem, Eduardo, Chewy, Griff, Nate, Mitch, Zeb, Vi, YGG, and Wonka. I also want to praise Angela, Zargam, Simon, Trent, Paul, Sherman, Shebnem, Jeff, and many other thought leaders in token engineering for their support all along the way. Gideon for the tremendous idea factory he is, his cogent writing on our Medium channel, and really and truly believing so hard in what we can accomplish together. Durgadas for his consistent high conviction in our culture, for coming around, sticking around, and being here longer than many of us. Griff for being consistently and without fail one of the most genuine and inspiring humans. I don't praise him enough, but none of this would be possible without him. He's a linchpin in blockchain for good. And I'll throw the rest in the praise channel.
Nice. Thanks, Tam. And actually, Acid Laser just slid in too. Do you want to additionally praise Acid Laser?
Hey, I'm very happy about the launch, and I want to praise Tam, Livia, Griff, Chewy, Juanca, Ivy, Mitch, Septi, Lauren, Edu, YG, Vi, Nate, and Solcita. Thank you for all your leadership. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. And thank you guys, and big praise to all the community. Thank you. Back to you.
Let me take
Nice.
it.
What?
Let me take it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, what were you going to say, Zap?
Like I was missing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, jump in.
Okay, I want to give praise to Fabio for helping me to find people to contribute with the Dune Analytics, and I also want to give praise to GH, Donut, and Santiago for joining to contribute on the Dune Analytics. I want to give praise to Chewy for onboarding me on the Gnosis Innovation DAO. I want to give praise to actually Griff for all the high vibes in the TC. I mean, also like Livy, the people who was at the beginning, Angela, Jess, of course, Sam. I want to give praise to the reward system, especially to Christopher and Bye Bye and Mitch and Livy. I want to give praise to Acid Laser for jumping in on all the designs from all the TC, and I'll keep type the rest on the chat. Thank you.
Nice. And Durgadas, just hey, do you have any praise?
Oh yeah, so I'd like to praise all of the stewards. I'd like to also just sort of doubly praise all of the technical folks who do all the technical stuff that I'm allergic to in here. Thank you for carrying that. I'd like to praise Sebnem for always being open and trying to find a way to make the complex actionable. Griff for always just being so upbeat. Livy for being so awesome with the cultural stuff. Wonka, Gideon, Craig, Chewy, Tam, of course, the anchor around which all this works. Nuggin, YGG, ViViV, and Zeptimus, and that's all I can find. Thank you so much, all of you guys.
Thank you, Durgadas, and thank you all for coming to Community Call 67. Oh, actually, no, it's the TC launch party. Yeah, it's a celebration. We really did it. We finally did it. We actually have a working commons. So, round of applause. It's just like so much praise to give. That's why. Huge.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It really is amazing. It was 2 years of work, more than 2 years of work to get to this point, and building on the shoulders of giants. And it's like, so I just want to go into really quickly, like, what did we actually build? What have we done? So probably the biggest innovation is the augmented bonding curve. We made the first augmented bonding curve that has ever existed. It's a very unique funding stream for funding public goods. So this economy is probably one of the first economies specifically like engineered to fund public goods. And specifically for us, it's token engineering public goods. And what's really cool is we fund public goods kind of like the same way Bitcoin and Ethereum fund their development, not through donations, which is normally the way, and not through taxes, but through the issuance and monetary policy that we've created. So anyone can send wrapped XDAI into our bonding curve, and when they do, they will receive TEC tokens. But also, a portion will actually go from the common pool into the funding, the conviction voting, it will actually go into the common pool to be governed by conviction voting. So what's cool is that, and the same as when people want to sell, they send their tokens to the bonding curve, and then a portion of that of money that they would get actually goes to the common pool. So through the creation and destruction of our currency, we are sending a continuous stream of funding to be governed by those people who care about token engineering, who are willing to actually allocate capital towards the change they want to see. And this is where the real difference is. They can actually allocate capital. They don't have to donate it. They can just store it in the system that we created. And then with the how many tokens they have gives them more voice in actually how we distribute the public goods funding. So now anyone can actually create a proposal in conviction voting and pass it to fund public goods in the TE space. We'll talk more about that, how that process works soon. And then, of course, also, if you have TEC tokens, you can change the economy. This economy that we started, it has an augmented bonding curve, conviction voting. This is how it is at launch, but we are structured in a way that it can evolve via DAO voting. DAO is named after Taoism, not all caps. And this is a really cool delegation and voting framework that will allow us to make decisions about how to change the economy over time. So this is the system that we've launched, but I want to actually pass it to Gideon to tell us how to actually jump in. So yeah, Gideon, if you want to take it, it's all you.
Got it, thanks. Okay, so is my screen showing up all right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. One of the, just like the other day, I was wondering how many people were getting lost along the way in trying to buy TEC tokens, and it just kind of occurred to me, just like very briefly, we're like doing all this work to bring investors in. We're trying to find them on social media. We're trying to help them understand what we're doing and all that kind of stuff. And then for the investors, at least, kind of one of the main things we're trying to do is get them to actually buy the tokens. And so it's like, we're taking them through this whole, like a hike, like a really long hike through all of these things and stuff like that. And then in the last, the cabin is coming up, and then there's like this 20-foot hole that we're having, having to get them to jump across. Like we may be making it too hard. By not having some of these last steps for the mere mortals out there. So I just kind of try to go through it myself, and I am kind of a noob when it comes to this stuff. So if I can do this, I think anybody can do it. So here's the steps. Basically, start off with you need DAI. DAI you can get from pretty much any crypto exchange. Once you have that, you're going to come to the XDAI, so the bridge.xdai or xdaichain.com, and then you basically make sure you've got your wallet pointing to the Ethereum mainnet. Once that's there, you're going to connect. You'll see your DAI here. I'm not going to actually swap right now, but let's say I wanted to do like 100 DAI. You just click transfer. Pretty easy. At the end, swaps it into XDAI. You'll get like a little notification down here on the kind of like updating on the status. Once that's complete, then you're going to go to HoneySwap, and this says wrong network because you actually at this point you need to change networks over to the XDAI network. And once you do that, you'll see that you have your balance from the last trade that you just made over on the bridge. So here, let's say I wanted to do 100 XDAI, and here this is relatively quick, so I will actually do it. You do wrap. You just start to type in wrap XDAI, wrap XD, and Now I'm saying I'm going to do 100. I click wrap. I confirm the transaction. This one's pretty quick. And you want to make sure that you leave a little bit of, like if you max it out, like don't max it out, you need to leave a little bit of XDAI there to cover the cost of the transaction. Once you've got your wrapped XDAI, then you come to the final stretch, which is you come in here to our converter, the TEC converter. You switch this so that you see WXDAI at the top, and then you type in, let's say, 100. Oh, first you have to enable your account. Okay. Then I'm going to say 100, and I'm actually going to buy some TEC right now. Click this. Convert. Confirm. And I'm going to have some TEC in a minute. And that's basically it. So again, if I can do this, anybody can do this. It's not that hard. We just need some step-by-step directions, and we're going to come up with like a pretty simple document to just lay out what I just did, and that should be ready in the next day or so. Okay, I think that's it.
Thanks so much, Gideon. And I think one thing to demystify that I just want to add to that is this dichotomy. You actually have two places where you can get TEC. So first is through convert.tecommons.org right here, right? And you'll notice the price here is $294 to purchase TEC. But the other option is HoneySwap. HoneySwap, if I want to get one TEC, it's actually only $242. But you'll notice that HoneySwap doesn't have a lot of liquidity. If I want to get 100, it's fine. If I want to get 1,000, it's actually going to cost me more than it would to get one here. So this is kind of the decision-making process you have to take. And the reason this is because this is our augmented bonding curve. When you are buying here, you're actually minting. You're not buying from anyone. It's a one-sided market. When you buy tokens here, they are created for you. This is a secondary market. There are people who are staking TEC and XDAI into a pool, and you're trading in and out of those pools. But these pools are not very big, whereas this is infinite. So if you want to buy a lot of TEC, you're probably best off just going to the augmented bonding curve at convert.tecommons.org. Or if you just want to actually support token engineering, you always want to go here, because right now when you mint TEC, you're actually sending 22% of the funds to advanced token engineering. And if you sell into the bonding curve, you'll notice one here. Oh, I can't switch it, but it's you only pay a 2% exit tribute to advanced token engineering. But if you're an advancing token engineering maximalist, you want to interact with convert.tecommons.org. If you're just looking to get in and out with a small amount, you don't even have to think about it. You can go to HoneySwap. And the nice thing about HoneySwap is you can trade any token. You can trade Give tokens, you can trade Node tokens, you can trade House tokens. You can trade any kind of token straight for TEC. And we expect most people will use this for smaller trades. And for larger trades, you'll end up wanting to go here. And of course, once you have TEC, what do you do with it? Well, you fund proposals. But for us to fund proposals, we got to actually get them on the platform. So I want to pass it to Zeptimus to talk about what it takes to actually make and pass a funding proposal.
Thank you, Griff. Yeah, the first thing, of course, this is a great meme. Oh, you closed the screen. But yeah, actually if you see the meme from Griff's screen, when you have a great idea, use the batch process. Otherwise, you need technically you don't need to use the batch process, but culturally you need to. So yeah, that give us to the first step, which is using that batch process. And then when you use the advice process, like in this one I just posted 22 days ago, I didn't have any feedback, so then I just post it again as a proposal. But normally what you do, like like people have opinions on your proposal, how to improve it, or how to make it better or more approachable to the community, and then you can integrate this feedback into the real proposal before posting it into conviction voting. And to get this proposal into conviction voting is actually like super fun, and the interface from Gardens is huge. So you just come here and say like you want to create a proposal. First, you need to deposit 200 TC, and this is because your proposal can be challenged. So we can just add these funds here, and those funds are going to come back to your wallet after your proposal passes, and if no one disputes. And if someone disputes, then you can either change, or it can run into Celeste, where the jurors might decide, if this proposal was following the covenant or not. But yeah, like when we approve, we're just putting those funds into the deposit manager. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay. What happened now?
Yeah, it's in there. You got 400 TEC in there.
Oh, but I was actually creating a proposal. Maybe I just... Oh, okay. Yeah, you just click here again. I just remember like the last time it just gave me that create a proposal. Then you say like when you create a proposal, can be like a suggestion or just for funding. You add the title of the proposal, then you say like the amount, the beneficiary address, and then you have to link the forum post we added before, and yeah, with this you create a proposal, and then you can fund the public goods. Thank you.
Nice, thanks, Deb. Then yeah, and so another way to get TC tokens, besides just of course buying them, is actually contributing to advancing token engineering through working with the TC. Yeah, I'll pass it to Olivia to talk about our very innovative reward system.
Thanks, Griff. Yeah, the reward system is going through so many changes, and it's almost there, like almost fully functioning. And a lot of the people who are new in the community have been receiving praise. You could see in the chat today, if you're new in the praise chat, that there was so much activity there. And even this praise that we say it verbally in the beginning of the call, there's always someone, either Ivy or Mount Manu, that have been doing this enormous work of typing all this praise out. So we make sure that everyone receives the praise that they were dished. And for a long time in the TC, we only had the praise system as a way to reward contributions. But also now we are introducing source cred with praise. So we have this magic combo, and that's the reward system. And that's what we're moving into now. So there's an amazing dashboard being created to quantify all the praise. So all of the praise that is dished is manually quantified by a group of people that will give a value to something that was very subjective. So a lot of what was said today had some emotional tones into it, or it was a type of work that was hard to give an immediate value to it. So that's why we do this quantification processes. And in the quantification, all of this are attached to a number, so a more objective value. And then that value in the end turns to be your praise score. And that praise score is matched with your source cred score. And the SourceCred CRAD, that's the term that the SourceCred uses, is going to come from the forum, from GitHub participation and calls, and we're trying to put the Twitter activity in there too. But there are still some things that needs to be integrated, but we'll have all that working. So we have this distinction of very objective things like, oh, you posted something in the forum, you post received engagement, or you engaged with a post on the forum, you made or closed issues on GitHub. All of that will receive SourceCred rewards. And then both of these numbers will be matched in the end, and they will be sent to all the addresses. So there's so many steps to this process that are all being developed in the rewards working group now, and so much gratitude, praise for all the work that Christopher is doing as the working group lead, and ViViV is working with all the bots. Mitch is taking care of the quantification process. Zaptimus is recording all the calls and is helping to understand the transparency of the process. MS is working on the back end and also in the analysis with Nuggin. They're doing such a great work for how this analysis of all of the data is going to work in the end. So we're going to be able to see what each period was, how people interacted, what were the rewards scores. We'll have the leadership board being brought back. And we also have Nabs, who's working in the back end, front end with Christopher, and Mateo, who's helping with the SourceCred integration, also is helping on that end. And he's from SourceCred, so he'll help us understand everything well. Also, super praise to Santi, who had to leave the stewardship of the TEC, but he put so much effort on building SourceCred to the point that we have now. And I hope I didn't forget anybody, but yeah, that's the work that has been going in the rewards working group. And we need quantifiers. So we are in our second test of praise that's happening right now. And we're just solving, like, is there any types of things that needs to be, any types of issues that need to be fixed. So much was fixed already, and it's super close to working. But we had a little problem in the first quantification that we already fixed, so we need to do another test. But moving on from this, we really need a lot of quantifiers because there's so much praise since the last time we did this full quant, because we've been taking all of this time to work in the system. So since June, there hasn't been any quantification. So we have a lot of retroactive praise to quantify. And the most quantifiers we have, the better. And this is a great, great time for you to, if you're new to the community, to learn what's been happening. If you are here coming back after you took a break, it's also a good time to see everything that's happening in the system and to collaborate with this, that it's an effort for us all to be rewarded for all the work that we do, not only through grants like the proposals, but also for the care work, the building work that goes into every day of like all of the little things that we're doing to build the TEC as it is. So this is really huge for us. And it's an easy way for everyone to get, for the people who are most involved in the TEC, to get TEC tokens. So you have governance power and you can have an active voice in the community.
Nice, thanks, Livia. Yeah, the reward system is super cool. Can't wait to get it back going with the new upgrades. And we have already passed, I think, one thing. This is our garden. This is the TEC's garden. And you can see that our common pool has over $1 million in it, still sitting around waiting to fund public goods. It actually had more, but we just passed our first proposal. I think today it passed with 52 different voters supporting it, which is so cool. It's the TE Academy. So we're funding. We already have funded public goods, sending 50K over to Angela and the public and the TE Academy. So I want to pass it to Angela to tell us about the amazing work that she's been doing.
Yeah, hey everyone. So you can imagine I was sitting in front of my computer today counting the minutes until just the voting closed. And actually we had more than 60 people voting because some of them now moved on to new conviction votings to send their votes. So this was really mind-blowing. I think 870 TEC voted on our proposal. And this really means a lot to me. So TE Academy had made great progress over the last month. We are receiving requests to collaborate with us from many communities in crypto. We had DAO votings being successful there at Gnosis, at Ocean DAO, at NearDAO. But putting up a proposal at TE Commons was really different and really matters the most to me. And I'm so glad that I got your support and that you are just excited about TE fundamentals, which I am a lot because this will be the 2022 main endeavor for us. I think it's really important to have a coherent, comprehensive program and also matchmaking, because it's not only that we have many people in the community who are asking, okay, what can I do? I want to become a token engineer. We also have a lot of projects who are looking for token engineers, and we have to bring them together and make it easier to find each other and to know what to expect from each other and to being able to collaborate. Also being able to collaborate among the many disciplines people bring once they are entering a token engineering career, like from finance, from economics, from engineering disciplines, AI, data science, and all the different social sciences that we also have on board for token engineering. So again, thanks a lot. This is just tailwinds, and I'm super happy and super grateful for your support. And actually on February 4th, so this is next week, Friday, so not tomorrow, 1 week after, we are running an AMA session. It should be 4 p.m. UTC. And this is the invitation to you all. We'll have Chris Peruk and Octopus on board. They are working on the content together with 6 master students. And we'll talk a little bit about the contents we'll offer, the community activities we are planning, and where you can, as TE Commons members, are really invited to take part or to help us shaping this and provide study groups and opening up joint activities. Then what we plan for matchmaking, how we envision that, and the collaboration with the partners involved, and NFT certification. So build your skill tree, build your track record in token engineering. And this will be next week, Friday, February 4th, 4 p.m. It's on the calendar. It should be at the TE Commons calendar already. I'll check again and hope to see you there.
Can't wait, Angela. February 4th. Definitely mark it on the calendar. And super cool. And I assume there'll be some good tweets out there that we can all retweet and support.
100%.
And yeah, and thank you, Angela, and thank you all for coming to this great launch party. It's a little celebration. Don't be afraid to praise all the people who brought us here today in our praise channel. It will get quantified, as you heard from the reward system. That's super exciting. And jump into the gardens. All the people who voted for Angela's awesome TE Academy proposal. There's a few other proposals coming up. There is the transparency proposal. There is this making the Hatchbot NFT a reality. There's a big one here, Steward Working Group 3-month funding proposal. And then the second one, oh no, that's the cancel one. I can see all of them now. So this is there's lots of really great proposals to support, and And if you don't like any of the proposals, you can always vote on abstain if you don't like them. That slows it down. So thank you all for coming. Again, feel free to praise and celebrate. It's a fantastic day. We're all so lucky that we have our first public goods funding economy using an augmented bonding curve. It's so cool. Thank you all for coming, and feel free to engage on Discord.